Hey YouTube, Awesome Writer here. This is going to be a bit of a different video. This is going to be a sort of unboxing review video for the Lightning Collection Koda figure. I already sort of reviewed it when I opened my original one and it broke, and I discussed the break, and I discussed sort of the comparison classic review, so this won't be including a full-on classic review. It's just going to be an unboxing to see if this figure is okay, basically, because I got a second Izzy figure and it broke, and that was very unfortunate, and I want to see, hopefully, if this one is alright, and also use it to talk about the new packaging. So, I already went ahead and broke the seal because I wanted to save time, and now I've just wasted explaining it to you. So let's open this up here, and we can kind of talk about how these are packaged, too, because I don't like the way that they're packaged. I understand what they're going for the environmental stuff, and I'm totally fine with that, but I think it could be done better. So, when you open it up, this is how it's done now, in case you didn't know. Prepare for a plot. They're packaged in these little baggies here, and it looks bad. It looks bad, and it looks cheap, honestly. And it's like, it creates a situation where you have to pull it out like this, or you could, even now, you could risk breaking it doing this. And it makes the figure, like, all squished together. You know, look at this. This is like, I feel like I'm getting the bootleg Turbo Man doll, and it leaves him in kind of awkward position. This is actually arguably one of the least awkward positions I've seen him in. Now, fortunately, his feet are a little bit more normal. He can stand. The last one, the foot was like fully up this way, which is why I was trying to fix it, and it popped off. So at least he's in a little bit more of a normal position. And actually, this is a better representation, because sometimes I get them and he's like totally squished together. His hips are a little bit awkward. He's kind of doing this weird, like, oh, you know, I got a hernia pose. I don't know. It's like weird, but you got to readjust him. And with this wave, it makes you want to be extra careful with it. But you can see how that's not the best for it. It squishes them together. It leads it to becoming more loose. It could lead them to like clacking together, and it just kind of sucks. What I wish they could do, I talked about previously, is I wish that they would just have him in here like this and tie him down with those sort of biodegradable like little twines. Like, you know, I'm sure you've had figures in the past where you have to like undo the little twisties, but now they have these ones where they're like basically made out of a cardboard cloth material, and just have it in there like that so it's more normal, but you still can do all the plastic free stuff. And then over here, this is where they have all the accessories, which it kind of sucks for, you know, swords or something that might bend, but I do actually kind of like this because, you know what, do it this way, it's easier. Like the sword unfortunately didn't bend, but you might have one that's like longer and more flimsy. This is actually fairly sturdy, so it won't bend, but that's the only one I could see running into a problem with. Otherwise, I kind of like being able to do that rather than having to pop it all out of there. So there you got the helmet, no little QC issues there or anything like that. But let's do something. Should we do something dangerous and try to swap his head out? See, this is how I was doing it with Izzy. Hey-oh, no, she doesn't swing that way. But I was holding the chest closed, and I was holding the neck so that I can... There we go. See, that's the way it's supposed to go. Legitimately, I'm nervous. So, I was able to... Wait, let's not speak too soon. What if I break his whole everything while I do this? I'm not hearing a pop. Okay, I wanted to just do that because I was kind of having to work around the camera, like my hands around it, and I was nervous. I was going to put weird pressure on it, you know, and I wanted to be extra careful, you know, especially with how this line has been. So, yeah. It still doesn't feel the best. You know, some of the joints feel loose, and it, you know, has that feeling of like it's a little bit cheaper, so I'm worried if I try to fix it the wrong way, it's going to break. But definitely a little bit better of an experience. You know, as you can see, you know, taking away the breakable problems and, you know, the loose feeling, it actually looks pretty good. It looks good, just look-wise, I have to say, though. So you're kind of rolling your dice with this wave. You know, fortunately... more positive experience here. I'm going to be able to keep this Koda figure. I'm going to be careful with it. You know, unfortunately, my Izzy figure did break, so I'm not going to be getting a third one. So basically, you know, with this line, it just kind of depends on what you want to do. If you're willing to possibly return it a couple times until you can get a right one, there has been people that have had a more positive experience. They've gotten a normal Izzy figure. They've gotten a Koda figure like this one, which is honestly, everything's pretty much mostly fine outside of me being nervous. So yeah, I just wanted to chronicle that. So thankfully, I was able to complete the Dino Charge team. I almost said Dino Fury and Thunder. The Dino Charge team, and got a decent Koda, but unfortunately not the same experience with Izzy. So yeah, that's about it for this one, guys. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you get notifications for my videos. Awesome Writer, signing out.